This is the K95.3 Sports Show podcast, brought to you by the Fan Zone in Wilmer's Candy Mall.
Welcome to the K95.3 Sports Show podcast. My name is Beau. I am your host. If you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're on your cell phone, please hit the bell button next to it, and that'll give you push notifications every time a new episode is dropped every Wednesday. Also, if you also like what you hear, please hit the thumbs up. If you want to make a comment on what we said, if you didn't agree with what we said, or you do agree with, or you want to give us your 2 cents, we'll gladly take it. So please comment also if you would like. I'd like to thank the Fan Zone for being our sponsor. We appreciate them doing that. Check them out in the Candy Mall today.
Yeah, Fan Zone.
Yes. And also we have got the winner for our tickets last week. The Budweiser Roof Deck winner was Dean Matson. Dean Matson won the 2 tickets to the April 14th game. And I'll be dropping those off to him tomorrow. It'll be great for him. Blast. Drinking some beer, watching some baseball. He'll have a good time. And we will be giving away other things throughout the season. Maybe some autograph stuff, maybe some more Twins tickets. We'll see. Continue to listen, and we should be giving away more fun stuff.
Fun. Is that Dean Manson from the YMCA?
The one and only.
Oh, he's such a great guy.
Yes, he is.
That's cool. I'm glad he won.
Yes, he's a cool guy. So
thanks for listening, Dean.
Yes, and as you heard, Dan Schell is back again this week.
Hello.
Here, and we brought in Jeremy Goulet from the front office. He is in here also. How's it going, Jeremy?
Pretty good yourself?
Hey, not too shabby, not too shabby.
This is just like old times. The
I
three
know.
of us spent a lot of time just
Yeah.
standing around talking about sports. So,
Exactly.
Yeah,
No.
this seems familiar.
Yes, this is going to be.
love it.
Yep,
An
it's
old
good.
glove.
So we're going to go ahead and jump in with the Twins. Overall, a very good opening weekend.
I think so too.
It was very impressive. I mean, I think the biggest surprise, when just last week when we were talking how during the spring training, hitting was just going crazy.
Yeah.
And pitching was like a little questionable, but that turned around quickly.
Didn't it?
The pitching aspect. I mean, I know Cleveland isn't exactly full rostered right now. They've got several injuries to some of their top
Lindor's
players.
out, and but still. Everybody seems to be handing them the AL Central.
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
Nice to get 2 out of 3. Look good. The bats went nuts that game 3.
Yes.
And, things we wanted to see. Nelson Cruz hit a bomb.
First bomb, yeah.
La Tortuga. Astudillo
Yes.
is just the greatest. How he, does not get playing time every game.
I don't get it. They must.
He's fantastic.
It must be something that they have. Castro, they must have so much. I don't really know what he's making this year, but they're just probably
I'm not sure either. And I don't know if that's normal for a team to carry 3 catchers. I don't think so.
I thought it was
think
only
probably
3,
2.
yeah.
But there's no way you send him down. The fans absolutely love him.
and I think
he's
he-
great.
And I think he can play multiple positions in the infield
I think
also.
so,
I believe
too.
like
I
third base.
thought third,
and I think
yeah.
they're trying him out at first too.
See the Twins have a promotion, a T-shirt they're giving away with a picture of him on it, and he's just like rounded third. And it has his quote, "I want to show that chubby people can run too." I'm like, yes, he is the greatest.
Yeah, he is, dude. He's gonna be a fan favorite. Really hope he really turns out and becomes a top tier player. And he could be that player that we've been looking for a while. I mean, people always loved Mauer, but he just didn't have that Puckett personality.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
And
Yes.
and I think he definitely does. So
Yeah, he does.
Let's just hope he can bring the talent closer to those guys because he's got the personality.
And he can hit like a son of a gun.
Yep,
A
yeah.
lot of fun on his bat.
2 for 2, 2 doubles in his opening.
Yeah.
2 ribbies
That fun.
in his one game.
Yeah, he's something else in a sack fly, I think, at the end of the game, too.
Yep.
Well, like you said, pitching looked good. Pineda looked good. Just
Only
4 innings, and that's fine.
And only 40 pitches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shutout. It was
That's nice.
Smoke.
Perez then took over for a couple innings and looked okay.
Yep. He had just that one rough inning, which if you're a starting pitcher like he will be, if you give up 3 runs within 6 innings of pitching, that gives your offense the chance to be in the game.
Absolutely.
And that's all you can really ask. I think obviously the biggest surprise was Ordizzi.
Yes.
I mean,
11 strikeouts.
11 Ks. Yeah, that was huge.
I was like, okay. And then, of course, that's the game we lose. It's like, how many
Yeah.
of those games are we going to get from him this year? And
Yeah.
we got to take advantage.
Exactly.
We got to take advantage of that when he actually does that. So that was a little disappointing, but still, the new guys stepping up. Of course, the first game was won by Gonzalez and his double, 2-run scoring double that he had, and of course Berrios looked brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see him tonight
Yeah.
against Kansas City. That boy can throw.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that, and so yeah, I got that. Like I said, Cruz got his first home run on Sunday. Buxton still doing solid. He's 4 for 10.
Yeah, he's
3
looked
doubles.
good too.
And once again, that was against a top pitching staff over the.
That's just it too. We need to remember that. Yeah, we beat up Kluber and some of their other big arms.
Yeah, so
I
that's
think the only pitcher that Cleveland had that did anything this weekend was that Clevenger. Mm-hmm. I mean, or no, he didn't. No, that was
Sunday.
That was Sunday.
Monday. I mean Monday.
Monday, yeah. So no, he didn't play against the Twins. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, still, it was a good opening series. I was happy to see it. I was kind of mad that they had to take Friday off and that they were off Monday.
Exactly.
We talked about that, how they hardly play any games the first 2 weeks.
So many off days. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But hey, tied atop the AL Central.
There we go.
They're on pace for a record of 108-54. I feel like that's attainable.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, no kidding.
Chip chair chance. No, it'll be good. And from what I've heard too on the Royals, they're kind of mailing it in again.
Yeah.
They're back to the old Royals. They had those back-to-back World Series show-ups, including one win, and they've kind of gone back to the lonesome Royals.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I've heard through any of the quote-unquote experts.
That's what I'm reading too. Yeah,
I was trying to
tough
think of
season.
any of the big names that are left. I mean, Lorenzo Cain's gone. Hosmer's gone.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
those were 2 huge bats
Yeah,
for them.
absolutely. Moustakas is gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Is Perez? I think Perez is maybe still there.
That might be.
But I mean, he was hit or miss. He either struck out or hit a home run. So it's
Yeah, it's going to be a long season for Kansas
Yeah.
City.
Yeah, so that'll be good, and it'll be a good quick series with them, and we'll continue to rock and roll. Of course, we got Philly this weekend, right? Isn't it Philadelphia?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We got everything else up on here on my computer, but the schedule.
That'll be a good test.
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, we
Twins.
got Philly this weekend. Friday,
in
Saturday,
Philly,
Sunday.
correct?
Yep, all 3 games
Yeah.
in Philly.
So that's a good test. Philly looks tough. Boy, they had a lot of big names signed. Obviously, Bryce Harper and many others. So
Yeah,
that'll be good.
I had a friend of mine on. Speaking of Harper, had a friend of mine on Facebook ask how soon Philly fans will start booing Bryce Harper, and I put in the comments. I go, "It's Philly. It's going to be the first game." I was right. It was the 4th
yeah,
inning.
It was.
They said it was. Yep.
Yeah.
They were booing him his first game.
You strike out twice and they start booing.
Yeah,
him.
fourth
Oh,
inning.
my gosh.
4th inning. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
God forbid I don't hit 4 home runs in my
Unreal.
debut at your stadium. Sorry.
Philadelphia fans are the worst. It
They're
doesn't matter the
hardcore.
sport.
It is, and I don't get that. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Are they angry because they live in Philadelphia, or why are?
They're just terrible people.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in trouble.
Not too much. All right, never mind.
I will not disagree.
They've had polls on that before with Phillies fans, though, that they're just absolutely just
they're bonkers.
They're bad. They're just if things are going well, they're just overly excited about things. If things are bad, they're just literally they'll throw babies at you. It's like, jeez.
Throw babies.
I mean,
Chucking babies.
well, I mean, I've heard that they were at the. I know what the Eagles, a football game. I remember hearing them throw rocks before.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's on batteries.
Full
It's like
cans of beer.
jeez.
Gross.
Yeah, imagine getting one of them from the upper deck.
Yeah, no
Oh.
thanks.
Well, at least it'll be a good weekend either way. I think it'll be a good measuring stick again because I know Philadelphia's in the conversation for one of the better teams in the NL. So,
Yes.
So it'll be a good measuring stick again.
Yes, it will.
So, once again, new players stepping up. That's a good to see that right away, in a mix of the current players and that. So that's. I mean, it was just an overall good weekend. Pretty even across the board. Nobody not really, Rosario hasn't done anything yet, but I mean, I'm not afraid that he's not going to step up soon.
Exactly.
But the rest of the group, not too shabby, and I look forward to talking more next week after we hopefully got more than 3 games to talk about.
Yeah, no kidding.
But we'll go ahead and wrap that up with the Twins stuff. We'll talk about them again next week, and we'll go ahead and jump right into Vikings free agency.
Ooh.
It's been 3 weeks. We haven't talked Vikings since the whole re-signing Barr thing and everything like that, and that was pretty much the only thing they had really done up to that point. So since then, some of the things they've been up to is they signed guard Josh Klein by way of the Tennessee Titans, and before that, the Patriots.
Cool.
And it depends on who you talk to about him. They said he had a down year last year, and that happens. From what I read, is that he was kind of dealing with some nagging injuries. I mean, he's got like a start streak of like 70 games or something like that.
It's amazing those linemen can have those streaks.
Yeah.
It's unreal for how brutal they battle every week. Wow.
Yeah, so I think he was kind of, who knows if that was the reason why he was playing too. He wanted to keep the streak going or not. But they said it was a step down for him. But he had 2 great seasons prior to that. New team, the zone blocking scheme. Obviously, we like what he can do for that. Because we picked him to come to us. So, I think it's going to be a positive addition, and he will be slated as the starter, I believe, on the right side to start the season.
All right, good.
So we'll see what happens there.
Let's hope stay healthy.
Yes,
that's key.
Yeah, because we don't have the depth. We'll be talking about that here in a second. But we also re-signed Dan Bailey. You guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know. What do you even say about kickers at this point?
With this last season was just one of the weirdest seasons ever for kickers.
So
it was,
weird.
I mean, these people that were supposed to be just so precise, and it was just like, whew.
Yeah.
And then was it Carlson that we had, right? That
Yes.
left, and then he never missed another kick the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, he
was
went
it?
to Oakland.
Yeah,
and
it just went
kicked
lights
butt.
out. It's just like, what?
Isn't that something?
So
if we say last year was such an anomaly, so let's look at the past 5 years. Well, then Dan Bailey's a heck of a kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most accurate in history, right?
Yep.
Incredible.
And that's why I think what else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you grab him.
I
And
think
roll.
we will still have. I bet you we'll still have a rookie kicker or another free agent kicker come in and just give him a push.
Yeah.
During training camp,
Yeah, I
I
can
bet
see
you.
that.
I bet you we'll bring in a second kicker for sure.
Don't draft one, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. or don't quit on him so quickly. Or have a better coach. Once again, that's what I think will make a huge difference too. Is the special teams coaching change.
Oh, sure.
Prefer no longer here. Because that's what happened. They said Carlson went over to Oakland. They made him tilt a little bit more in the starting position. Just a little adjustment, and all of a sudden he's just knocking down dimes and just
Isn't that something? Yeah, they say that with football and baseball alike. Sometimes a different team moves you an inch, and it makes all the difference.
Case in point, J.J. Hardy left the Twins and went to the Orioles and just turned into a hitting machine.
Yep.
It was like, what the?
Yeah.
And they just they're like, and the coaching staff said right away, they're like, you're not, who taught you to do it? And they're like, this is what they told me to try to pull. And they're like, you're not a punch and Judy hitter. Pull, just hit the ball.
Yeah.
That's
what he did.
interesting. Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a big thing too, is getting rid of Prefer. I think that's going to help. I feel he just kind of worn out his welcome. He was here long enough, and once again, the kicking problems. I mean, they've all happened under him for the last several years. So it was time, and so that I think that'll help make a big difference. So I'm glad we re-signed him. It was for cheap, no problem. Jump into Amir Abdullah, re-signed him. Obviously, Murray left to go to Oakland, and I'm fine with Amir Abdullah. I think signing him was kind of the death sentence for Sherrills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Abdullah will be the third running back. He will be the kickoff returner and probably punt returner.
Oh.
Maybe mix in some BB and maybe some Zylstra because they both did punt returns last year. But I'm sure Abdullah will be for surely the kickoff and maybe the punt. So, once again, depth move. Didn't do anything last year when he did get in there that we're like, oh, I don't want him back.
Yeah.
So it's I'm happy to see him come back.
I think so too.
Yep.
Yeah. No, nothing to worry about with that. And of course, yesterday, which would have been Monday, we re-signed center guard Brett Jones. He was the guy we traded for from the Giants before the season started last year, and he played the first couple of games till was just Easton came back. Not Easton. No. Jesus, why am I all of a sudden just totally blanking?
I am too.
Elfline.
Yeah.
Elfline, yeah, we go.
Vapors. One of those days. So once Elfline got back, he came in. And, but then he didn't show up the rest of the time. So, I don't know. That was kind of weird.
It is weird.
How he just disappeared like that. So, once again, just a depth move, which is what we need. We only had, before we signed Klein, we only had one guard on the roster.
Oh.
So, now we got Klein, now we got Brett Jones, who can play guard, and also backup center.
Good.
So, it'll be interesting. I would guess the Vikings are probably done overall on the free agent market because they are down to only. They'll get a backup quarterback. I still think they brought in the guy, I can't remember his name. He backed up Goff in L.A. last year.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of him.
No, I didn't either.
So, and that's probably why I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Exactly. But they brought him in. They let him go. They didn't sign anything, but it sounded like it's going to be. They could still offer him something. So that's the only thing I really see them for doing. Free agency the rest of the season. Otherwise, I think they're going to try to build through the draft.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Which, of course, is just 3 weeks away. Sounds about right. Yes, the 25th is round 1. Yep, that's 3 weeks away.
All right.
Hard to believe.
I'll be going down to the draft party like I usually do down at US Bank Stadium. That'll be fun. Thinking about maybe doing some live stuff on there for the podcast.
That's a cool idea.
While I'm there. Trying to figure out how to do that through my cell phone and maybe doing something live.
Yep,
I don't know, just to kind of show people what it looks like for those who have never been there, and it's just fun being down on the floor of US Bank, and they're just. It's huge when you're it's huge when you're up in the stands, but when you're just in the middle and you're just looking around, you're just like.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's ginormous.
Oh, that's fun.
I'll be interested to see what the NCAA Final Four would look like.
Yeah.
This weekend. In the stadium, how full or empty. I have a feeling it's going to be emptier than it would have been if Duke or Gonzaga or North Carolina had made it. I bet you they're kind of disappointed a little bit.
Certainly the networks wanted Duke in there because they just bring viewers in, whether they love him or hate him. Yeah. Oh, God, is he something?
Yeah, so it's...
Can we draft that guy as a linebacker?
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be nice. That'd be... Tight end? There you go.
Yeah,
tight end.
That'd be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Should be fun Final Four, and I don't mind seeing a few new teams.
Yeah, I agree. For us fans, I'd like to see new teams, but as the host city, I think they're just kind of like, I bet you a lot less people will be flying in. I don't know how well they travel, but but it is Texas Tech's first time ever in the Final Four, so maybe
that's true.
Maybe it'll get a good showing by them, but
I hope so.
So we'll see. We might we got a little off topic there, but we might do the U.S. Live thing at the U.S. Bank Stadium, and just kind of do something there. But we will be doing the week of that week. So the April 24th episode, we will be talking Vikings draft and breaking that down and kind of who we think they might take in the first couple of rounds. After that, it's just such a crapshoot.
No way to know.
I mean.
Throw your hat in the ring.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're doing.
The
first couple rounds.
Yeah, it's funny scrolling through these mock drafts, and they've got 3rd, 4th, 5th round, 6th round. I'm like, 6. You don't know what the hell they're doing in the 6th round.
Yeah,
come on. You're literally just pulling names out of people in certain positions. Speculation. Yeah, and saying, "Oh, this is it." But we'll be breaking that down here in a couple of weeks, also. So. But Vapors, I don't know, you guys. What else do you want to talk about? This is kind of a quick episode. We're only 20 minutes in.
Well, it's kind of a funky time of year. The Twins are so fresh. We don't really know what we're seeing.
Is that 3 games in?
Yeah,
we don't have a clue.
So much to talk about.
The Wild are the Wolves are and then with Vikings, there's not much to talk about. So we're kind of in that sort of mid
filler mode.
Yeah, filler mode is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's it'll be like I said, just don't need to get the Twins on a consistent schedule. So we're playing their usual 6 days a week, and we can start talking a little bit more in depth and have a little more background on them. And of course, we'll be talking Wilmer Stingers baseball once they start up again at the end of May. Hopefully, still doing.
No, it's crazy.
Next month. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep, their 10th season.
Fun.
Already 10 years.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Wow.
So working on a promotion with them, that doing something special, hopefully with them. So
Fun.
So hopefully that'll work. So yeah, we got lots of great stuff coming up here, and over the next several months on the sports show. Please continue to listen. Please hit the subscribe button so you can, and the bell button so you can get a notification when we drop these. Thumbs up. Share these for your friends on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media you're on, for them to kind of listen to what we got to and maybe have a chance for winning prizes in the future also.
Nice.
But I think we'll wrap it up. Jeremy, thank you.
No problem.
Dan.
Always fun. Thanks.
Thank you. It
Yeah,
was,
very fun.
Yes, it was good to have you guys back in here and us three back together in here talking sports.
Yeah,
And
pretty cool.
this won't be the last time, so
Sounds
we'll,
good.
We'll talk to you guys all next week, and thank you for listening.